United Kingdom, the elections that have concluded and the results have started to pour in. From the results, it's clear. The Labour Party, led by Keir Starmer, is leading, in fact, sweeping the UK polls. Sunak has conceded defeat already. Rishi Sunak, who was the Prime Minister until a day ago of the United Kingdom, a history in itself, is set to resign, though, as a Conservative Party leader. This historic defeat for Sunak's party in elections is also reflective of the issues that are concerning the United Kingdom, England and Wales specifically. UK's Labour Party, we are told, has crossed 270-seat mark. The successor, Keir Starmer, has said that UK is ready for change. And here's one of the first reactions coming in from possibly what it looks like the coming up Prime Minister for Britain.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Right.
So that was him basically accepting that he's set to become the next Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Rishi Sunak has conceded defeat. It's a sweep. And when there's a sweep like this, a wave in many ways, it's reflective perhaps of the words on ground. Now, just to tell you that with Labour Party, India has had a very interesting relationship. Earlier, while India and UK with the Labour leaders were on good terms, but it started to change as well, specifically when it came to their stands on Kashmir, especially when Jeremy Corbyn was active with his stance. It appeared more pro-Pakistan, more extremist with regard to how India viewed the situation. But now, with Keir Starmer, will there be a more moderate stance when it comes to India? Because remember, UK elections are one side. How that relationship will be with India will be our priority. With Rishi Sunak, India and specifically Prime Minister Narendra Modi had shared a cordial relationship. How will Keir Starmer want to have a bilateral equation with India will be very important, specifically when it comes to trade agreements. But for now, celebration time for Keir Starmer. These are the latest visuals, I am told. Hugs and kisses, all smiles for the Labour Party, while Rishi Sunak constantly was appealing that only the Conservatives can manage to help UK become better. But it appears people have spoken. 270 mark crossed by UK's Labour Party. We'll just listen in a short while to what Keir Starmer has to say. Remember, while Rishi Sunak was one of the youngest occupants of 10 Downing Street, history in itself because of his, while he is born and bred as a British, but a British Hindu with families with Indian origins, clearly that was a difference, a marked difference when it came to UK's history. And in 200 years, the manner in which he was leading the country as a Prime Minister. But for Keir Starmer as well, he has had some interesting mention. He's kept his views moderate for now when it comes to other countries. And therefore, the focus and his alliance with India will be important. Remember, India also in the past few years is not the country of how UK initially viewed it. We are a strong and stable economy. In fact, more stable than the United Kingdom, even after the COVID pandemic. And that perhaps will be the reason that UK will have to look at India as an independent, strong nation and as an important ally. We are staying with this big story because for now 270-seat mark has been crossed, which appears to be the majority mark for the Labour Party. And that is why Rishi Sunak has conceded defeat, is what we are told. India today has been consistently getting you the responses on the ground because both these parties, and I must add here as an interesting excerpt, as our research also showed, both Rishi Sunak and Keir Starmer were reaching out to the Indian diaspora or the British Hindus specifically. About 1.7 million people in Britain identify themselves as Hindus. According to the 2021 census, over 1% of population were registered as voters. So not a big number in that sense, but there's been a marked response of how both the Labour and Conservatives reached out to the British Hindus and the Indian diaspora. They were visiting temples and they were referring to how their connection to India, Indians, Indian origins have been very interesting. So in the latest, I can tell you that definitely 270 has been crossed for Keir Starmer of the Labour Party. 61-year-old Keir Starmer Meanwhile, for the Conservative Party, they have been not able to touch the triple digit just yet.
Thank you so much for that reception.
Let's listen in.
What an amazing reception. We did it. You campaigned for it, you fought for it, you voted for it, and now it has arrived. Change begins now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for that reception. What an amazing reception. We did it. You campaigned for it, you fought for it, you voted for it, and now it has arrived. Change begins now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
150-seat House of Commons. It appears that Starmer and his Labour Party have definitely reached the majority mark, largely with the leads that are also the gains that are showing. And what was Britain's main opposition party will now be in the government, scoring a landslide victory in the general elections.